people entering and making sure that it gets the exposure it needs. So, what we need in order to ensure that the awards continue year after year after year is everybody here to tweet, to Facebook, to share, to retweet, to blog, to give out leaflets. There's loads at the front door as you leave. Please, I do not want to be left with any. Okay? So take as many as you think you can get rid of. Right, okay. What I'm going to do quickly is explain a little bit about the awards. You're all very familiar, I believe, with the Langtry Manor Business Women Awards. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Langtry Manor Business Women Awards have sort of expanded in a way, but not as Langtry Manor Business Women Awards. We had a little bit of a focus group with some ladies here this evening, actually, and we thought, well, how can we take the awards to other regions? They are so popular. We've had so many women from other regions saying, we want the awards! And so we've tried to find a way to get them the awards without actually having it be the Langtry Manor Business Women Awards, because it doesn't suit in other regions.
Without compromising your brand.
That's the word to use. Well done. That's why you have a PR agent. So what we did is we had this focus group, which is the idea of Jackie, PR agent, and we decided that we would actually have, going national with the awards, we would have it as the Venus Awards. However, Dorset remains as the Langtry Manor Business Women Awards and will do. So it is underneath the Venus umbrella. So if anyone's been a bit confused about that, I hope I've cleared that one up. Oh, and secondly, if you know anybody in other regions that might like to help bring the awards to their region, you know, dynamic ladies that are fun with lots of contacts, then I'd love to hear about it. But back to the actual Langtry Manor Business Women Awards, I'd just like to go through the categories for everybody just so that they understand how it works. There's a few things that's changed this year. Every single category can be nominated. In previous years, you had to nominate yourself for most of the categories. This year, somebody else can nominate you, which is actually quite nice, isn't it? I mean, I was nominated, or I was requested that I enter the Entrepreneur of the Year award for the Dorset business. And Bournemouth University came back to me and said, you know, I wasn't really quite up to the scratch as far as the big businessmen were concerned. As far as women are concerned, I was doing a good job. Now, I actually didn't even consider myself as an entrepreneur at all. So it's good to have someone else come along and say, yeah, you are. Yes, you are good enough. So that's what this is about with the nominations. And what I would like for everybody that leaves here today to nominate at least one person. Okay? So listen carefully, because as I'm saying these, you need to be thinking, well, oh yeah, I know someone for that one. Okay, Best Employer. Now this is a fun category because this can be won by a man. And last year, I know, a man winning the Business Women of the Year award. Do you think they'd be a bit embarrassed? But Roger Tilley of Tanner and Tilley won last year. He was dead proud of it. Because what that means is that he's actually looking after his female employees. Because generally, it's the female employees that nominate the Employer of the Year. And that one is sponsored by Real People Solutions. So thank you very much for Real. Business Mother of the Year, sponsored by the Echo. Now this is probably my favourite category because I think as mothers in business, you feel guilty all the time. I mean, I feel goosebumps just thinking about it. You're trying to do your best for your kids, you're trying to do your best for your business, and you try and think about your husband sometimes. And you just feel guilty because you're never doing enough, or you feel you're never doing enough. And it's just somebody, you know, to have somebody else recognise you and nominate you, because you're never going to nominate yourself. I mean, whoever is going to nominate themselves for Best Mother of the Year probably has got it wrong a bit. You know what I mean? So, you do need to nominate somebody for that category. Very important. And after that we have Employee of the Year. Now that is a new category, everybody, and it's one that I would really like to push, because traditionally the awards have been for people that Anyway, any of those, if you could start thinking about who you might like to put forward. PA award. Now, we all know that it's actually the PA that runs the business. She's the one that makes it work, generally. So we felt that that is something where whoever it is that is making sure everything happens properly needs that recognition. And if her boss, watch out any bosses here that have PAs that they're not nominating, if their boss isn't nominating them, then someone else needs to, because she definitely deserves that recognition. And the PA award is sponsored by... Hello, Carol Geneva! Where were the PA? Special woman. Now, Job Shop UK sponsors the Special Woman Award, and we have tried to pry that award away from them. There is no prying. They love that award. And there is a very special woman that won the award last year, isn't there? Happens to be here in this room. Natasha, well done. Amazing. Amazing. This is for a lady that's just, as it says, special. She's not... How can I say it? She does things for other people, she goes above and beyond, does loads of things. The year before last, we had Lady Nikila. Now, she actually started a dance studio, or dance lessons for underprivileged kids that were on the street, they had nothing to do. And she gave them a purpose. So there's all sorts of different people that win this award, and it's just so special. And I know that Frances and Tracy not have a lot of fun, they have a lot of tears actually when they're judging this award, but they really do put their hearts and soul into making the right decision. And it's a really difficult decision as well. Lifetime achievement. Now, I know that none of us here really qualify because you've got to be 35 years or older. However, if anybody does know somebody else that's not in the room that's over 35 years, you know, they've worked hard, they've done stuff. It's not the end of their career, and let's not think that it is. You don't have to be 85 to win a Lifetime Achievement Award. You could win a couple, couldn't you, really? So, if you know anybody that's done well in business, or not in business, done well within their business world, then they definitely need to be nominated, and that is sponsored by the Bournemouth Chamber. And Nigel couldn't be here tonight. Oh. He didn't get his invitation. Oh. I don't know, but he's really sorry, but he had to take his wife out. So he said to say sorry to his fans, and I said, yes, I'll remember to tell them.
I'm an executive, so we'll do.
So where were we? Yes, Lifetime Businesswoman of the Future. Now we have the university, we have the college, we have Bournemouth School for Girls here this evening, and we may have some others. So this really is, in a way, it's the most important category, because this is the future. These are the girls that we need to give them confidence. We need them to know that they can go in and do whatever they want to do, so that we can actually be on the same level as the men in business. Now, the Businesswoman of the Future is sponsored by WIBN, the Women in Business Network. And I know she really enjoys doing that. And what she did last year is she had the girls in to talk to the whole group about what they do and what their achievements are and what their hopes are for the future, which was a really good experience for them as well. High achiever. Now I see Rob at the back there. There we go, Rob. Granite Transformations. Now, he does a fantastic job. If you want to transform your kitchen with a nice granite worktop at quite reasonable price, then contact Rob. Now, high achiever. I love this category. This category is for the woman that's employed in business. Again, I wanted to recognise those women that work so hard in other people's businesses. I mean, this is a family business, so I suppose in a way, to a certain extent, this is also another person's business for me. So it's somebody that is that's got to board level, that's worked their way up. I mean, I have 3 brothers, and I'm the one running the business. Bit of jealousy in my family sometimes, I think. Anyway, high achiever. She's done really well. She's got along own way. She could be a bit, you know, no nonsense. A no nonsense lady. Don't take no. I won't say that word. I'm begging sometimes. So if you know a lady like, well, actually, I know one here. In fact, she's a sponsor, so that makes it a bit difficult. Somebody like Nicola. You know, there's some more Nicolas out there, I'm sure. Well, not quite, but there's somebody like. So just think of that lady and please do nominate her. Entrepreneur of the Year. We don't think of ourselves, ladies, as entrepreneurs, and we are. So someone needs to go and say yes. Prince Croft Willis, thank you for nominating that, for sponsoring that award. It is such an important award, so that the ladies that really do take risk in business, that pays off, really do get appreciated for that. New business. NatWest, thank you very much for sponsoring the new business. That's very appropriate with what they do and with their bank accounts and everything else. It's very much geared towards new businesses. Less than 24 months. You must know some ladies, and to be starting a business in this economic climate and to succeeding, they really do need that extra boost and that extra. In fact, you might not believe it, ladies, but actually, or ladies and gentlemen, winning one of these awards actually does give new businesses and businesses a boost, because they can shout about it and say, I won this award, yay! Aren't I good? Come and use me. So it really is important to think of these people. Small Business Award, sponsored by, who can guess it? Who would guess? What company would sponsor the Small Business Award? Correct! The Federation of Small Business. I mean, who else? So, you've got to have less than 25 employees. Well, most of us can manage that. Well, not NatWest and stuff, but there's a few of us can manage that. So, again, that is probably one of our more popular categories. Home-based business. Now that's aimed at, okay, you might not be in with the 10 employees or this, that and the other. You work by yourself, you work at home, you work hard, you're an impressive woman, and you take it all on your own shoulders. You know, you go on holiday, what do you do about your business? You worry about everything. You're picking up the kids or whatever it is you're doing, your phone's ringing, you're trying to stop the car to answer it. I understand, I've been there, girls, I've been there, ladies, and it's really tough. And if you're doing well in a home-based business, again, you need recognition and you deserve recognition. And Optimist International of Pool, hooray! Thank you very much for sponsoring that new category.
New sponsor.
Yay! .com business. That's the way of the future, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, that is the way of the future. So any business which has a majority.com element to it, again, nominate, apply, whatever it is, keep an eye open for that. And that's sponsored by bournemouthtown.co.uk. If you haven't been to Bournemouth Town, it's like an online magazine. It tells you an awful lot of what's going on in Bournemouth, including about the awards. Green business. Okay. Who thinks they're green enough? Well, I'll get into that in a minute. None of us think we're green enough. In fact, the only way we could be totally green is just to do this. No. So what we can do is we can do our best to have green initiatives in our business and to offset ourselves within lives, I suppose, carbon offsetting of ourselves. So we have a very different sponsor for the Green Business Award. You wouldn't actually traditionally think of a car company as sponsoring a green award, would you? However, Lexus Tool has some very interesting cars. They have one new one which is called, I can't remember, I'm so sorry.
The new one's a CT200.
The CT200. And it's half petrol and it's half electric. And you think to yourself, I don't want an electric car because I've got to charge it and I'm going to forget, especially if you're me. So, this car doesn't need charging because the petrol charges it. Isn't that good? Amazing. And these cars, they're just, I mean, it's the way of the future, and thank you very much, Lexus, for sponsoring the Green Award. You'll be pleased to know, everybody, I'm nearly at the end. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for all the sponsors. Very much appreciate your input. And please remember to take your flyers with you, give them wherever you need, and Jackie?
You've forgotten heart card. I'm really upset.
Did I forget heart?
Mention everyone else and ask.
I was the winner last year.
Yeah.